Welcome, one and all, to another episode of Radio Sentai Castranger.
Who said this is Castranger?
Whoa.
I did.
Well, yeah, me too.
For all that we know, this could be welcome to,
Into the Amazons.
WWE World's Championships.
No.
Rift down.
What?
The fuck?
Crunchman will be very confused at you.
Oh no,
He loves
I
this
think Crunchman actually understands where I got the joke.
Sure.
Someone might.
I can't. Wait, is he speaking?
No, but Noble's here.
Oh. Noble, say something.
Hello.
Okay.
I have returned.
Oh my god!
The internet has not fucked me over tonight.
Also, we're using Discord now instead of Skype.
Shh, don't tell him that!
What the fuck?
Oh no! Trade
Alright,
secrets!
Cue the roll call!
Loading. Connect.
Watching all the anime. Redcaster, Show Raven.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Ishida's Azeel.
Loyal and loud, Pinkcaster, Light Red.
Explorer from the unknown. Yellowcaster. Autogar.
From Royal to Ranger, Orangecaster, Noble.
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air! Alright, so, this week we're talking about X-Aid, Episode 4, and Zyuohger, Episode 35.
Yeah, that's right, we got no feature topics. Sorry to disappoint you.
That's actually.
But wait!
bullshit.
Instead of a feature topic this week, we have a new segment debuting shortly after the release of this episode called Nice Friendly Chat Ranger. It's the start of our formal guest interview series, and I'm not going to spoil who it is.
Good.
If you listen to Extra Extra Cast Ranger, there was a clue. And if you subscribe to our Patreon, I flat out told you who it is. Bet you want to subscribe now so you can get sneak peeks like that next time.
Ooh.
I'm part of the crew and I don't even know.
Yeah. Alright.
I didn't hear a single word of that. Maybe I should put it in the other ear, but.
Yeah, right?
Might help.
Anyways, let's start some games.
That was terrible. Okay, so this week in the Who Subbed It First race was actually won by a third party. I don't actually know the name of the subbing group, but it definitely went up on Kiss Asian before the Excite and TV Nihon subs released it.
Bitchin'.
So, congratulations, whoever the third party is, you won this week's release race. But, unfortunately, I'm only counting Excite and TV Nihon, so no one gets the point this week.
Oh, that's bullshit.
From what I heard, it was like just some guy doing it solo,
Wow.
Well,
Friend.
if you're out there, Mr. Solo Subber,
like
thank
a
you very
freelance
much.
or whatever, doing it on his own.
And if you so happen to listen to this episode, we would like to have you on the show sometime. So stop by, drop us a line sometime if you're out there. Alright, actual episode discussion. So this was the debut of Kamen Rider Lazer.
Yeah, Scar was very happy.
Browsing Twitter.
Facebook, actually.
I was 50% chance on that.
But yes, we get introduced to Kiriya.
I just love how
Gar.
he sneaks his way in to see Emu by pretending to be a 6-year-old.
Okay,
That's creepy.
That was hilarious. He's like, how can I help you? He's just there with his, like, expression, just like, how's it going?
Pleasure to meet you.
This is my buddy.
He's got the bugsters in him.
It's Ginga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the fucking actor.
Who played Nishiwaki?
Yeah, he's Hikaru from Ultraman Ginga.
I did think he looked familiar, but I haven't watched enough of Ginga to pick up on who he was.
He is Ultraman Ginga.
Yeah, it's Ginga.
Yes, I've seen all the fucking gifs. They are hilarious.
Wow. Even Ultramen are succumbable to the bugster.
Yep.
Well, he's technically not Ginga. It's more of a...
I know, but it's a joke. So...
man, where's Taro when you need him? Oh yeah, he's in my room. He's legit on my room.
Gross.
Right beside Ace and Jack.
Gross.
Not
yeah,
by
you know,
7.
tied up
because-
in the closet.
Is that gross? Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways, so yeah, Emu's sad that he got his gash at soul because he's like, oh, I can't help patients unless they transform.
I'm like, oh, come on. fucking man up. Sure, you can't eliminate bugsters, but you're still an actual doctor. You can still...
Like, you still
Pediatrician in
diseases.
training. It's not much.
Like, you still get paid money, not your life.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wonder if because he's working with CR, if he's like getting a bigger paycheck on the side.
No.
Paid
no,
to be
no,
a Kamen Rider?
no.
No.
Yeah, like Blade was.
No, he's getting the same rate as everyone else's. $11.25 an hour. No, a
That's
day.
11.25 yen.
Sorry,
He's
11.40.
moonlighting as a Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
The average rate for minimum wage has went up.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah, so Kiriya needs Emu's help or he needs the genius gamer M to help him fight a bugster.
Technically, he just needed someone to ride him. It didn't matter who, but he just figured, maybe let's get the guy who's good at video games.
And Kiriya's just like, yeah, I know your gadget was stolen. I'll get that back for you. Don't worry about it. And Emu's like, oh, okay.
Oh man, he did that in the most cheapest way possible.
It was absolutely hilarious. Like, he challenges Snipe to a duel, like to cure the bugsters, and then while they're fighting, he just fucking runs up and yoinks it.
No, Hero shows up, and he's like, "Oh, I want to fight you now." And while they're fighting, he's like, "Perfect chance, yoink! Here you go."
Oh, okay. Well,
was
before
hilarious.
that, so yeah, Dan showed up in the CR, and Hero's wondering like, "Oh, why are you here?"
Actually,
we got some backstory.
In Virtual Operation, it was explained that Dan was there to meet Taiga so that they can try out the virtual operation so that Taiga can fully do his critical strike and basically master it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think those are just.
Those are canon.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I haven't watched all those yet.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's basically
Those are good source of sound effects.
basically in the episode in the virtual operation, it's also confirmed that Taiga knows something about Dan that he doesn't want to be revealed.
Which is probably that he.
That was announced. I'm so excited.
For fuck's sakes, you should have said that on Extra, not here.
Okay, so the point I was trying to get to is that there is a day called Zero Day, which is where the Bugster virus showed up, and it seems that Dan was
5 years ago
sort of responsible for its creation, because he made the gadgets, like the proto gadgets, and those bugged out, and then they
were
created the Bugsters.
corrupted from the start. It's like if Missing No was every single Pokemon in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Basically glitched everything.
Yeah.
And then apparently 2 years after that, what's Lazer's actual name?
Kiriya.
Yeah, basically Kiriya. He's like, "Oh, I know your secret, about Zero Day." And he's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" "Oh,
I'll shut up if you give me a belt.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like,
Although at the end of the episode, it kind of brings back the question: if he didn't actually have a friend who died during Zero Day, how did Kiriya find out about Zero Day? We don't know that yet.
Well, he's a sneaky little fucker.
What if the boy that hangs out with Graphite is his friend that died?
Oh, Pallid?
Yeah. What
Maybe.
if Pallid was his
Maybe
friend?
he was lying that there was no victim just to seem like an asshole, even though he's actually a nice
Yeah.
guy.
Well, apparently, his role as a doctor?
Medical examiner.
He's a coroner.
Yeah, basically, he examines, the reason why people die.
Yeah, he determines cause of death. He's a coroner.
Yeah, so Kiriya's entire motive this entire episode was to get a sample of a bugster so he could, figure out...
How his friend died.
I think he also just wants to find out the bugster virus and how it works.
How to cure it.
Maybe.
It's simple. You play the games.
I like that he goes to Taiga, whatever, like that, and Taiga's in his kind of rundown office that's just in the abandoned area, and he's like
hospital that's
down
the street.
So
it's Ryoma's lab.
So he talks to him normally, and he's like, "Oh, you're here to be checked," and then he looks at him, he's like, "Why the fuck are you? How the fuck did you find this place?"
Dude, there's a map. This map that Poppy made. Emu gave it to me. It was just on his desk, so I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, and then Hero's really not he hates Taiga so much. It's funny
everyone hates Taiga.
I don't. I like Taiga.
Everyone in the show hates Taiga.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Taiga.
I wouldn't say
Sure.
Emu hasn't really shown any opinion on Taiga. He's just oh, he stole my gacha. He's kind of a dick.
Were you?
One other thing that Dan mentioned when he was in the episode is that apparently the Bugster came from the buggy prototype gadgets.
No, that's what I was saying. I was like,
Yeah, they came from the
Dan
prototypes.
created those gadgets, so he, in a way, had his hand in making the virus.
Yeah, the thing is, we don't know if when he mentioned that, if the Bugster already existed and they just spawned through them, or if that was actually the origin of the Bugster.
And
It was kind of not clear.
It seems like Zero Day was just the cheap-ass version of the Global Freeze.
Exactly, I was going
like
to say...
you go to the dollar store and it's like, oh, look, it's like this, but it's good enough.
well, what's interesting is
You mean
Hero...
it's the bootleg version of Global Freeze.
Yeah, it's-
Hero
The show is pulling more and more elements from Drive, but
Well,
I'm okay with
Drive
it.
and Guy mixed together.
Well, yeah, no, what I'm noticing about XA is that they're taking a bunch of different rider tropes. Like, even years ago when they were, like, starting Drive, they said, like, that's what we're trying to do for future shows, is we're taking other aspects from old shows and putting them into new ones.
You want
So
know
putting
why?
in shit that you like into these new shows.
You want to know why they're doing that into new shows?
Why?
They were good!
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say, so far all the elements that they pulled from these previous shows have been the good parts, so as long as they
Multiple
kind
riders from Guy? Good.
What's
Yeah.
What's interesting though is Hero was talking to Dan. He's like, okay, well, if these gadgets are so important, why did you release like Mighty Action X to the public? And he's like, oh no, those are just games. They
Well,
don't have any transforming capability.
It wasn't exactly that exact line of context. It was more like, so Emu had his stolen. The game is now public. Why don't you just give us another one? Because only that one actually has henshin powers.
Yeah.
Wait, did you watch the Excite sub?
No, I watched the
yeah,
sub by the third party.
Well, basically, in the Nihon sub, according to which, like, you know, it's like the Genesis driver, where it's like, I only made one of each.
Yeah.
So it's like...
And honestly, that's super smart of them, because if you mass produce them, like, anyone could be a Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No one will be.
And when everyone's
Exactly.
riding,
No one will be. No, but yeah, then Laser transforms into his level 2, in which literally everyone on the scene turns to him and they're like, you're a bike. Yeah,
Except
so what?
Except for Asuna, who probably knew beforehand, and oddly, Kiriya himself, which means that he's transformed before, and apparently he's come to terms with the fact that he's a bike.
Well, I have a weird feeling that's going to be explained in a virtual operation.
I really, really, really hope we get a flashback at some point of his first transformation and just him being freaked out by the fact that he is a motorcycle.
Speaking of his transformation, I love that, like, he has, like, his jacket, like, hanging over himself, but, like, when he's just, like, you know, casually talking and stuff like that, but then when he's about to go into battle, he actually puts on his jacket, inserts does, like, a spin, inserts the gadget, and then when the icons are coming on, he, like, kicks it, and, like, that's
selection.
Yeah, he, like, kicks it, and it's really fucking cool.
I really like how everyone so far has had different ways of quote-unquote selecting their character.
Yeah, and then, like, they all have their different ways of saying, like, level 2. So,
Yeah.
like,
Here's his second gear.
X8 says Dai Henshin, Brave goes proceeding to level 2. Taiga's, like, phase 2.
Mission
and then,
2.
Yeah. And then Laser's, like, second gear.
It's actually... Oh,
yeah, go for it.
like, the reason why Kiriya needs, you know, Emu or anyone's help, if anything, it's because he can't go fast enough. Which makes sense, because when you're riding a motorcycle, you need to crank down on the lever so that, you know, the engine can get more fuel. Without that, you're stuck in the same, like...
But wouldn't it be safe to assume that since he is the bike, he'd be able to crank that himself?
No.
Which maybe... Because I was thinking about
He
that,
may be sentient, but he can't control himself.
Maybe.
He was able to close the gamer driver.
That's true, he was.
I'd like to agree with that, but I think that might have happened just because he was in the middle of, like, spiraling out of control, and it might have just flung shut.
What's also
But
cool,
who knows?
What's also cool, I like the concept of what Bakso Bike is. It's a racing game where literally you can do anything to win. There are no rules.
It's Mario Kart.
And the item boxes are trophies.
Actually,
So I like that.
Speaking of which, there's actually a scene later on where Emu and Laser. I'm just gonna keep calling him Laser because Kiriya is just that hard to actually.
Or you can say Kujo. That's his first name.
Or Kujo. Basically, they're like, all right, we'll work together to, like, because apparently Ginga's or Hikaru's Hikaru's disappearing because he stressed out that, Graphite kidnapped his sister.
Yeah.
In which they have to chase down the...
and put her at the goal of Bakso Bike.
Gee, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy much?
And one thing I gotta say about the actress playing the sister, Riko, when she was screaming in terror, I think that's the most convincing scream of terror I've seen in any tokusatsu.
She did. Well, you know what? She didn't know what the fuck was going on,
Oh,
so
no.
I'd be terrified too.
Oh, no. It reminds me of 1930s horror films where people like scream their fucking lungs out.
Oh, like in King Kong? Jesus Christ.
People would scream the living shit back in the day.
I have to say, I like Lazer's level 1 design. It actually really, like, kind of fits the suit.
Derpy.
I absolutely cannot get used to the fact that the handles make it look like it's got fucking pigtails.
No, and he's got this little pink spiky thing, mohawk like going on.
Which
and
is fine, and so he matches up with X-Aid.
And then he uses his like wheels as weapons, and it's really cool. And yeah, the Bugster monster they were fighting was like a giant fucking spiked wheel, and I was just like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
And
but in its level 2 form, according to some people, it's a
bike engine.
Well, that and it's a Gokaiger grunt repainted.
yeah,
It definitely looked
it
like one
did.
of the fucking Gorman.
But I don't
yeah.
think it was.
No,
It might have been
it
some
looked
sort
like
of kit
because
bash.
the Gorman's heads are bigger.
Yeah.
And then it rode a turkey head bike.
Yeah, in which
And he had a sonic fist.
It was really cute it was really funny to see like Hero like after like Taiga walks away and then Hero Dehenshin's and he's like struggling to like follow him, but he's on the ground, he's like injured and like haha, take that, you prick.
Well, no, the reason he was struggling because Gemu just randomly shows up while
Yeah.
they're fighting.
And literally Shakarikis the fuck out of everyone.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's in the last episode, it's like, oh, when your health gets low, you start to become weak. When Hero takes the belt, he doesn't look, hurt or anything. But in this episode, I think they kind of like actually clicked in. Yeah, I think we should actually look tired or weak if like our gauge goes down.
Maybe it was more of a case of they're being attacked by level 3 powers, so it actually fucking hurts.
Well, that or maybe it was from the director's point of view.
Maybe.
Well, Koichi Sakamoto directed it, so
Not the fighting parts, not the human parts.
okay. I don't know, it just said he was directing the whole episode.
What?
Koichi Sakamoto is a action director.
Okay, but he's directed a lot of episodes of Power Rangers too.
Okay, let me scratch that. He is director number 2. Usually when they do tokusatsu, there is director A with his group and director B the other group. Director A involves the actual actors doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Director B is all the fight sequences. So Koichi Sakamoto is only doing the action.
Okay. I really wish you were there for that interview. If you've got this kind of knowledge, it would have been probably insightful.
Yes, maybe we should do another interview with him, with basically just me talking.
Well, we'll
Anyways,
see what happens.
anyways,
So, did any of you notice that when they were doing the race, that at one point the monster screamed, "Kazuninare!"
no.
Did he?
Yeah, he actually, like when he shouted, "I will become the wind!" Those were the words he used.
Oh yeah. I think I read it right like the wind, but you heard Kazan.
I heard the words. He said, "Kazuninare."
I liked when he summoned his bike for the first time. He's like, "Come on, bike!"
No, in which what happens is they actually use the stage selection to
Yeah,
actually teleport
to the race course.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
to the race course or track. Yeah,
Yeah.
the racetrack.
And Kiriya has like a cute nickname for him, and he calls him Expert.
Meijin.
Mm-hmm.
In which while they're racing around, they actually, I swear, they use GoPros on they hooked up
Maybe.
GoPros.
All I know is both Emu and the Bugster were fucking terrible at racing games because even when there weren't explosions happening, they were just swerving back and forth. And I'm like, neither of you know how to actually play a racing game, do you?
Like, you do know what they were trying to do, right? When you swerve back and forth in a race, it causes the person behind you to, try to move. Basically, it's making your opponent behind you go slower, trying to dodge all your moves when you're still in the lead.
As opposed to drafting if they're straight behind you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that way they can still pick up speed.
I just
Because
got
the
it!
speed
They're
that-
fucking snakers!
Yeah, sure. But in which one
Mario
thing that I
Kart
thought
players
was
will get
cute-
that.
Speaking of Mario Kart, when Emu transformed into X-Aid, when the block showed up on the racetrack, I'm like, and there's the Mario Kart joke.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I loved X8's Henshin.
The riding henshin was pretty neat.
Yeah, he fucking jumps out of it, goes level 1 and instantly level 2, and he just does like his pose and everything. Does his X8 level 2 pose and drops back down the bike.
I think it should have been better if like they showed the X8 suit like transforming into level 2, but actually have it in the background to make it feel like, yeah, this is actually happening here, instead of going to straight stock footage of his transformation.
Also, I noticed something like it was so obvious. Like Emu puts on his like biking helmet, and then when you see him actually like riding on the bike, it's clearly darkened and clearly it's a stunt rider.
Well,
And also let's maybe ask the question: where the fuck did that helmet come from?
I don't know. The riders just have the ability to pull helmets out of their asses.
I mean, look at Tucker.
Apparently.
They never explained that in Ghost.
We shall not speak of Ghost.
Just like, you know how he does the pose to summon his belt? He just does that on his head and the helmet shows up? I believe that at this point.
Boom. Well, in which, spoilers, Emu and Kiriya win the race.
Yeah, which is awesome because, like, as they're, like, soaring past him just in front of the finish line, Emu takes the Boxo Bike Gashet and shoves it into Lazer's slot to let him do the finisher and claim the win.
Well, no, like, Critical Strike was, basically, Lazer's Critical Strike was a power boost in which they burned him.
Fire out the exhaust.
Okay, sorry, it started with X8 with the Gashikon hammer.
Yeah.
He bats him with it, then then lasers happen, he burned him with the engine, and then they hit one of X8's, boxes?
The item boxes.
Yeah, the item boxes to get that extra boost to get past the finish line.
Yeah. Yep.
That was great. And then, yeah, we find out, like, Kiriya just was lying shit the entire time. And I'm like, what a bastard. That kind of
used me.
I'm actually really interested to see more of him, because I think there's more to him than we've seen in this episode.
Oh, for sure.
You were going to say there was more to him than meets the eye, weren't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's...
I am putting down a prediction that there actually was a friend that died during Zero Day, but he just doesn't want to bring it up.
No. It wasn't just my friend.
It was my brother.
It was my wife.
Maybe.
Because, you know...
Maybe it's the same person that Hero is being a little bitch about with Taiga.
Maybe.
Oh. No, wait,
it was the woman they both sought after.
Love triangle.
Love triangle.
I mean, it could be perhaps maybe one's sister, the other one's girlfriend/lover.
Maybe. Although I feel like if that were the case, I feel like Kiriya and Hero would have had
a
like,
history.
Yeah, they would have
they would have
looked at each other and said, "Hey, what's up?"
But no. Oh yeah, when Taiga saw Genmu, he's like, "Oh, good, more players for our little tiny game."
We also saw, so Genmu shows up again, shows off, like, proper Shakuriki sports, like, the bike armor.
Genmu just randomly shows up.
To dispose of the body, so Kiriya can't get the evidence.
No evidence.
And I love Shakuriki sports. Like, the armor's so cool. Like, it is silly, but it's, like, the silly I enjoy. So.
It's that.
It's a snooze.
It's a snooze.
It's a snore fest. No, I disagree.
It's alright. It's what it is.
Like, we saw the magazine scans of all the others. They look interesting. It's just a bike.
It's a pink bike splayed across his fucking shoulders.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's...
I'm getting it for sure for my figure.
We know.
It's lazy. That's what it is. It's lazy.
I like to think it's clever.
It's lazy design.
Yeah.
I disagree, but okay.
Well, look at all the other ones. They're all highly detailed, and this is just...
a bike on his face.
That.
Okay. I think they
gave
did
him
better with this improved look.
No, they gave him the shitty weapons that I hate in Tokusatsu.
You know what the main difference is between Shakuriki Sports and the other level 3s?
What?
The other level 3s actually spawn support robots that separate and form the armor. This is just a bike that just flips on top of his head.
Yeah, and have you seen what he fucking does with that thing? Holy shit!
Yeah, he does the shitty ass, like I said, the one thing that I can't stand in Tokusatsu, having oversized weapons in your hand, like Kiwi arms. That was fucking dumb. It was a neat design, just the weapons destroyed it for me. The weapons were just too big.
Okay, well, if you guys don't like it, then,
Good, because we like the other four.
I love it. It's my favorite level 3 so
I
far.
like Genmu level 2 a lot, But like I've said before, I think X8 should have Shakuriki Sports,
I
and
agree.
Genmu should have Gekitatsu Robots.
I agree.
A black Gekitatsu.
Well, there is going to be a Proto Geki
Yeah, Proto.
Gekitatsu
It would have been awesome if like Proto Mighty Action X, Proto Gekitatsu Robots.
Watch it. If they actually do bring that into the show, they're gonna do the joke. They're gonna do that. They're gonna punch at the same time, and it's gonna cause like some sort of
Shockwaves.
damage.
Oh, Rider Punch. You haven't had one of those in a while.
Like when Hulk and Hulkbuster punch, it caused shit.
Yeah.
So next week's episode is going to feature supposedly a criminal patient, the reveal of Genmu's identity, and X8 level 3.
Yeah.
They're moving pretty fast with these forms.
This is episode 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez, they're already fucking like almost 5 episodes into the show. Goddamn. Time has gone by.
Meh.
Okay, so...
Noble, any closing thoughts on the X8 episode?
What's the Genmu Corporation dude's name?
Dan.
Man.
I remember when he was in the CR area, he mentioned that he only made 4 Gushjats.
Oh, right. I meant to bring that up. Which means either he doesn't know about Shakuriki Sports, or he's hiding it.
I think he's
Or he
hiding
doesn't.
it.
Well, I mean, you'd have to count Proto Mighty Action X as well.
Well, no,
Yeah,
because
that's
that was a prototype.
It's technically
Yes.
the same game, but a prototype of it, so that's kind of iffy.
That's like saying, hey, I have Super Mario Brothers for the NES, but I also have Mario Brothers for the Famicom. Same game, just one came out before the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of gamers who would classify them as different games, but everyone is welcome to their opinion on the matter.
Evan, what do you think?
All in all, for this episode, kind of like what I saw for Lazer, character-wise anyway. It's level 1 still silly, and oh man, you turn into a bike.
Yeah.
But character-wise, I kind of like him. Seems pretty cool. Snipe, I'm still kind of liking. All in all, with this show so far, all that combat shit, the frigging hit perfect and all that crap is starting to get on my nerves. 4 episodes in.
They're not gonna get rid of that dude.
No, I know they're not. It's just, it's chaos. Every time somebody starts fighting.
Well, that's what the point of the show is.
No,
It's
I
supposed to be
know.
like, whoa, in your face!
Yeah,
So-
and it's all 90s and shit.
See, for me, just a guy like me, I'm fucking all over this shit.
Yeah,
Like, I love it.
It's just, it was cute the first handful of times, and I'm already getting completely sick of it.
I can see that.
Like, it's just absolute chaos. It just devolves into it every time there's a fight,
I feel like this is going to be a very polarizing series.
right? Also, Genmu level 3.
Yeah,
God,
great.
It looks
3
just
out
as
of 4
fucking-
people in the room fucking all hate it.
It looks just as stupid as it looked like in the magazine scans.
It's actually funny, they changed it from the magazine.
Yeah, they made it better looking. He didn't have like the Gekitotes robots visor.
It's
They gave him a white one.
It's still that neon pink and green on top of the black suit.
I will-
It's kind of like,
I will admit that the helmet edition for this version of the level 3 is probably more appropriate to the theme, because making it look like a bike helmet was probably a good move.
Yep.
Eh.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, anyways, let's move on to Zyuohger. Alright, so unfortunately Redcaster had to go to bed, so it's just the 4 Warriors of Light now.
Wait, does that mean he died?
No. He's gotta go do leader things.
he has to go have a training montage.
Alright, so,
I thought he got kidnapped so we could get the final Megazord formation.
Oh, right, that's what happened.
alright, so this week is Zyuohger episode 35, and I gotta say, this is a really good one.
The end of Bunglay.
Yeah, but this
I'm
is a...
so glad he's dead!
Bunghole is dead!
Right in the bunghole!
No, but this episode was really,
in fact,
really...
that's what I'm naming this episode.
Death of the bung... Death of
Right in the bunghole.
Right in the bunghole. But no, this episode was honestly really, really good. Like, well acted, well choreographed. Hell, the Megazord fight even fucking impressed me. And even the villains, like, did some cool fucking shit. Like, I honestly did not expect Kubar to just be like, "Oh fuck you, cutting your hand off, Bunglay, and taking it for a sample." So
No, he didn't take it for a sample.
we did. He cased it in like a jar or something.
You do understand what that meant to symbolize, right?
No.
The deal's off. You're on your own, fucker.
Okay, but yeah, then he put it in a jar and he took it.
Yeah,
with him.
that way he has evidence. Our deal is done.
Oh, okay. I just figured he was just
And,
taking that to use for something else.
Somehow graft that onto Kubar's body so they can keep reusing monster suits.
Oh, that's a neat idea.
There you go. That's an idea.
Super Kubar.
Your theory's sound, Gar, but I also think he's using it for something.
That, and think of this. Getting rid of that arm, that means he can't, touch them to make a drone and bail.
Ooh, yeah.
Kubar made it so that Bunglay had no choice but to fight.
That's a good point, actually.
Like, we're done. Die.
Yeah, but I fucking love that he took like his anchor weapon and just chucked it onto his freaking severed arm, or hand. So that was cool.
I was kind of disappointed though at one scene, in which we'll get to it.
Yeah. So the whole point of this episode is Bunglay like kidnapped Yamato.
With Zyuohger Gorilla working security.
Yeah, fuck. That was amazing just seeing like Gorilla just like fucking taking punches to fucking Yamato, and it was like, wow!
I'd say he's a gorilla guard.
Sure. But no, like that was brutal. How he's just fucking punching him and stuff, like gut punching him. No, because like that's what you see in like movies and stuff where there's like a hostage situation. And it's like Yamato, like the character will be saying something, and then the guy will be like, "Shut up!" And he'll be like, "Oh."
I feel like
but the problem is, Gorilla didn't say anything.
Well, because he's a
mindless clone.
Exactly.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity for a "stop hitting yourself" joke.
No. Oh no, they did that in Power Rangers.
I know.
No, if anything, if they wanted to make it a bit brutal, and this might sound kind of cheesy, fake blood coming out of Yamato's mouth.
Oh.
No,
yeah, like punch.
Well, his face looked kind of cut up.
Yeah, he already looked fucked up.
They could have added that a bit more.
No, so like Mario like wakes up and he's like, "Oh, I slept really well. Oh, where's Yamato? Like, is he in the kitchen or something?" And Misao just fucking almost spills it and like
he's gonna find out eventually.
Oh, of course he is. I'm not. You know what? We're 35 episodes in, and I'm surprised they haven't fucking told Mario anything.
Oh no! Well, no. You know what the joke's gonna be? He knew all along.
The whole time.
I knew Zyuohger was Yamato.
So again, Noble?
I was just about to say, he probably knew the entire time, and he's just playing that he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like in
Next
Batman
Zyuohger.
Return to Cape Crusader. Oh, where are you going, Master Bruce and Master...
No, you know what? No, you know what'll happen? Because he's cosplayed every animal, he's going to show up as Zuo Animal. The next Zyuohger.
Oh my god.
Zuo Monarch?
No, Zuo Human.
Zuo Human.
I mean, Chalice?
He becomes the next Zuo of the world.
No, it's Hase's Zuo Human. He transforms into a human.
No, we just get Richard Brown to come back, and he's just Zuo Human.
Oh
No.
God.
Oh shit! It just occurred to me.
Champion of the city.
No, it just occurred to me that Sarah, Leo, Tusk, and Amu are all noble from beast machines. They're beasts that transform into another beast.
Oh my goodness. And then spoilers, you find out it's Megatron.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that was Noble was Megatron.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Yes, he was.
Yes,
He was brainwashed, but then he vanished.
No, he was Megatron.
It was even the same
No,
voice
I'm not.
actor.
Stop telling people I'm a bad guy.
Well,
It was even the
stop
same voice.
saying that I'm gonna die.
It was
Noble
even
was Megatron. Yes.
It was even the same voice actor.
Anyways, so yeah, Bunglay really wants Cube Whale, and they don't and Cube Whale actually runs away, and surprisingly, Leo captures it with a net.
I love that. Cube Whale breaks the leash, and I'm like, you could have just grown big and snapped it off that way. Why didn't you do that earlier? But then he probably would have destroyed the house.
that a giant
A giant whale. A giant whale.
But no, just a giant whale flying through the sea. I think people would recognize that.
But it was cool, like, they even were, like, they were talking amongst themselves, and it was cool, like, they were even saying, like, you know what, if Yamato was here, he wouldn't want us to, like, use Cube Whale as, like, leverage to get him.
But fuck him and what he wants, we're gonna save him.
Yeah, he's our friend, we're gonna try to save him. And what's cool is, like, Bunglay has, like, this, like, set up plan already set up. He's like, yeah, so they're gonna bring Cube Whale, I'm gonna grab him, and then I'm gonna fucking laser him with a satellite laser.
I'm gonna nuke them from orbit.
And just, you're gonna be front row and center to your friend's demise.
You know, but again, they didn't want to use Zyuohger Whale because it's like, oh, that's what Bunglay wants us to do. But then Misao actually says something pretty smart. Like, Whale wants to make sure that Yamato's alright because, you know, he's his first friend in over, like, thousands of years.
Yeah.
Just like Misao.
No, and, like, you can tell, like, Whale...
1,000 years old.
Yeah,
but my point is, Yamato is Misao's first friend also.
Yeah, well, no, like, the first Zyuohger was the Whale's friend. So, in which it's more of a, you're my new friend, I don't want to give you up. It's like when you have a girlfriend. Throughout the first few weeks, you're kind of scared that, you know, things are just going to, you know, crumble apart. So you try your hardest not to fuck shit up.
Yeah, no, that was me with Kelly the first, like, month of dating. Yeah, so they're like, fuck it, we're just gonna give him what he wants so we can get Yamato back, even though they're like, he's probably not gonna give Yamato back. So they're kind of like, the cool thing is they do like the smart thing, they know that Bunglay's up to something. So they give Cube Whale, Amu gives Cube Whale to Bunglay, he like bitch slaps her off the fucking cliff or whatever, and she rolls down, and then like they're standing there. Actually makes them like drop their morphers, and you just see Misao just acting all innocent.
Yeah, I love that.
Like, I know you fucking have something too, but
I don't have a cube. No, I don't have anything.
You have something like it.
Drop the flashlight.
He's like, oh, shit, drops his flashlight.
And then they nuke him.
Yeah, and then they nuke him, and just.
But psych, Mogura.
Yeah, no, so you just see Yamato, he's, like, shocked that, like, they're gone, and he's so upset.
You know what's funny, though, about that? Like, they escape by, like, using Cube Mogura to dig underground, but when he's looking out at the field right after the shot, there's no hole in the ground.
I think that's because it's like, oh, just so that they didn't... In which, I gotta say, that was kind of dumb, but I saw that happening.
No, but the scene afterwards is they jump out of the hole on the side of the cliff, rescue Yamato, but he doesn't even notice that they saved him. Like, he's still just sitting there in shock, thinking, my god, my friends are dead, and didn't even notice that they were there.
No, it had... Well, yeah.
That was amazing. That was well shot.
It wasn't well shot.
Well, no, that was good acting.
Well written.
Well written, sorry. You know what I mean. I don't know these
written.
terms. You know what I mean.
Well, but the acting did help, yeah.
So I guess Bunglay just had some Meba medals for some reason, even though he hasn't worked with Genesis.
Kubar gave them to him.
I guess.
Yeah, like, even Kubar, like, showed him, like, a continue medal, and he's like, here, you may fucking need this.
Wipe yourself off.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, they explained, like, oh yeah, we didn't see Kubar, so we started to be suspicious. Once we realized the laser was going to come down, we pulled out Mogura. Okay, where the fuck did that come from?
In their pockets?
Yeah, they're like, remember, they're little chibi size
now.
Yeah, but how did they get big so that, like, it wouldn't have been able to save them?
No, because remember,
it's a kid show.
No, but remember, when they summon the cubes to do their Megazord, they grow big.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a page from your book.
Imagination.
This show is, while good, nowhere near that Gaim echelon of so good that it deserves to have its shit taken apart.
You know what they should have done? It should have been like, haha, your friends are dead, but the bat comes in, basically swoops them up and flies them off.
No, underground was interesting because they could have seen them from the sky.
Not when they're so close to the ground.
Anyways, that was an okay plan. I liked it. I didn't go like, oh, that was stupid. So, anyways, and then yeah, Yamato he notices that they're alive, and he's just like so happy, and they're like, yeah, man, like we're your friends. We're not gonna die that easily, and he's just like, I'm so glad.
I just like how they all go and like hug him properly, except Michan, who promptly attaches his face to Yamato's crotch.
Yeah, that was kind of awkward.
We did get an awesome fight though. Like they were fighting with the Meep and stuff. Like, and
the choreograph.
Choreograph.
The choreography.
Choreography no Oja.
Choreography.
It's midnight. Come on.
Choreography. That thing.
I can't say the word. The action sequence.
Choreography.
Thank you very much.
Corey in the house.
Choreography.
But in which it was styled it was performed very well. With basically the Zyuohger's taking a few grunts, like at least 2 at a time, but in which it like the sequence just flew, like just went, just flowed.
I love when they all teamed up to all like hold together the Zyuoh final shot.
That was kind of dumb.
I liked it. It's reminiscent of things like the power cannon, where they all have to stand next to the weapon to fire it.
Yeah, but
they didn't have to, but they did.
Yamato has proven he can fire it without their help.
It's a symbol of their friendship.
Now, if they did something like they did in Kyoryuger, where you saw their power drain into the gun, that would have been interesting, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, holy shit, that fucking cannon shot, like, just...
That's
in space! It's through underwater! And I'm like, wow!
I actually really liked that sequence. That was cool.
I didn't.
I like that it showed like a shot of the moon, and I'm like, no, he broke the moon.
Yeah, I love how we've completely brushed that under the rug.
He broke the fucking moon! And then it said, obviously it doesn't destroy Bunglay, just sends him fucking flying, blasting off again.
And that's when Kubar, cut off his hand.
They pulled a fucking Jaime Lannister on him.
Yeah, because it's like, our deal's over. I'm taking this just to prove that our deal is over.
Fuck you.
Just out of pettiness.
Here's a continue medal.
Yeah, here's a continue medal that.
So...
Wait a minute. But that begs the question. Did Kubar have to go to Genis to ask him for a continue medal?
Well, he just had one.
Yeah, but they come from Genis.
That's a good question.
Well,
actually.
Remember, he has...
Maybe he was secretly working as a double agent the whole time and Genis knew.
What if, though? What if Genis gave all of them a continue medal?
To use on themselves?
Yeah, just in case of emergency.
Well, and also remember, Genis has like a little dish of them just like beside him.
Yeah, but it drains his energy. That's why he rarely walks.
Maybe it only drains his energy when he makes them, but the ones that are already there, they're there.
I don't know.
And yeah, so Bunglay eats it.
I loved.
I'm like, well, you ain't got no asshole to put it in.
That's true. No slot to finger.
Yeah.
You can't enter through there. Well, I ain't going through the other hole.
So Bunghole transforms into Giant Bunghole.
With two
he can chuck his anchor weapon to his severed hand.
He has his anchor weapon, now his new hand, and he has his claw.
The claw.
And
it's like a Roadhog hook.
Again, he kept saying like cracking. I honestly think that was just a way of him saying like fucking, because he'd just be like, it's time to fucking kick your ass.
The word he was using was body, which is, I guess another version of the translation would be like the word very, because every time he used it grammatically, the word very would fit into that sentence.
Okay.
Like, this is very good. It's a very good target. I'm having a very good time.
And besides, they have said fuck in Kamen Rider and Super Sentai before.
Hell, and
I think they'll just
in Go Busters, Beat Buster said shit.
Okay, in Country, in Kamen Rider, they say fuck sometimes.
Goddamn fuck.
Super Sentai is more of a children.
Yeah.
It's more for children. You don't want little Asian children going around saying fuck.
So then they're like, oh shit, look, you unlocked a special power. Oh, look, it's a giant flaming fucking square. Let's all jump through it. And
I fucking love how after all of the 9 cubes go through, Whale just like barely squeezes through it.
It's gotta lose some weight.
No, it's the cannons.
And then we get, and even, I swear to God, even the narrator had to like...
take a breath.
Yeah, he's just like... Wild
Tosai Dodeka Kinga!
Like, it sounded like he was just having, like, trouble saying it.
Even he knows how bullshit that name is.
What is the full... Because I tried to memorize
Wild Tosai Dodeka King. We talked about it on Extra a while ago.
Yeah, I know, but I tried to memorize it in, in cinematography today. And my one friend's just like, what the fuck are you saying? I'm like, I don't even know.
And fuck, legs for days.
Oh,
Not even like when it first appeared, but then when it does that whole sequence where the fucking earth glows behind it, and it grows like double length size of its legs, and I'm just like, we're going too far!
Yeah.
like you do understand why they do that though, right?
Because all of the cubes of
100
the
cubes.
earth.
No.
Because I saw, like, when all the cubes are flying around them, I'm assuming those are other cubes that they haven't discovered, because I see Cube Platypus in that shot, which we know is one of Bard's cubes.
Yeah, but they, it's meant to show off, like, yes, yes, all these animals are different, but even Yamato explained they're a pack, because, or like, not a pack, yeah, a pack. That's why animals form, right? A pack.
Yeah.
Because-
Because even Yamato said that.
There's a different word for it depending on the breed of animal, but yeah.
But in which he said, like, oh, we form a pack. No, herds. That's what he used.
Herd.
We form herds because herds are like a group of animals that stick together to be with their loved ones and family. In which that's what they consider themselves as.
Blah, 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 animal teamwork.
Yeah, and even Bunghole was just like,
That's
dumb.
dumb.
That's stupid. Friendship.
And that's why your ass got beaten today.
Yeah, I liked also during, like, the transformation sequence, like, he did the legs, and it's just like, son, go!
Yawn.
Yeah, sorry, yawn, yeah.
No, in which, one thing that I enjoyed was actually, Zyuohger Wild Tosai Dekakinya was his theme music while playing.
Yeah.
Yes, the theme was pretty cool.
As usual, the Ultrazords have bitchin' battle themes.
And props to that suit actor, because he obviously had to wear, like, boots under, like, while wearing that suit. Because, like, that form was tall.
Well, you gotta think of this, man. They can only record a few seconds at a time.
That's true.
That probably took days.
Yeah.
Well, not days, but like probably like all day just to record that few little seconds of it walking.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed when all the cubes started lighting up on it, that design on its chest is the V from Super Sentai.
Yeah, I love the chest design. That was cool.
It's got all the aminals on it.
On the Animals.
So with the combination of Zyuohger Dodeka Shot and Zyuohger Dodeka Dynamite Stream, they finish off Bunghole!
He's
They
dead.
beam him right in the ass!
Yep, and he's like,
My only problem, I wish that they gave Bunglay some better final words.
Yeah, that was kind of terrible.
Like,
my dream!
Like, I can see Genis's final words being, I shouldn't have underestimated you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zyuohgers.
No, Bunghole should have been, Yarr!
Or, you could do what Samurai did and to like
terrible puns.
Master Xander.
Well, I was supposed to split open your world.
Ouch.
Oh God. So yeah, next week, don't mess with Halloween. Yamato actually says that, and I was like, oh my God.
Why is Leo a maid?
I don't know, and that's concerning. Maybe
No.
it's a callback to when Luca cosplayed as a maid one time. I don't know.
Because
God.
Super Sentai has never done a Halloween episode before.
Really?
Legit, they have never done.
Didn't Tokujo did something where they like dressed up in costumes?
Not that I remember.
No, yeah, because there's that, or no, it was Kyorager, because like there was that fanboy who loved Ami so much, and then like invited him over to his house for a birthday party, and it was a costume
That was a
party.
scavenger hat.
Okay,
though.
whatever, but they were in
It was-
costumes.
Yeah, but it wasn't Halloween.
Okay, it wasn't Halloween, but
themed.
still.
I don't know.
Like,
No,
I
no.
can never.
There was also one where they had like the different movie genres, but that probably wasn't Halloween either. I don't know.
No, that was more of a joke on like all the different
Movies.
genres of films.
Yeah. Anyways,
So
Which is also from Kyorager.
yeah, we get a bullshit filler episode.
we'll see next week.
Well, no,
how
it's not
Sentai's-
really a filler episode. It's more of a briefer episode for what's to come.
It's a holiday special.
Yeah, because it's like, all right, you guys are having fun? Good. We're
Thank-
going to start wrapping up the story.
We're gonna fuck up your souls next week.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun with story.
Yep.
Maybe Guinness will do a thing.
Noel, did you like the episode?
I liked the episode. I loved how fucking devastated Yamato looked after he saw, like, all my friends are dead.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, that was great acting on his part.
Mm-hmm.
And then a thing I noticed when they did the Megazord all attack finish thing, it counted from 1 to 100.
Yep. They used the 100 cubes.
I was also thinking, wasn't that 100 animals? Wasn't that Go Ranger's gimmick?
Oh, maybe.
Or Gao Ranger?
Well, no, Gao Ranger admitted that there were other power animals that existed.
Right, but like their name was 100 Beast Sentai Gao Ranger.
Oh yeah, Hyakuju. 100 Beast.
So maybe that was like a call to that kind of thing, because this is the anniversary season.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyways, so next week we get the Halloween episode. So yeah.
Yeah, the blood game's gonna continue.
We're gonna have a bloody good time.
Yay.
So, that wraps up our Cast Ranger episode for this week. As mentioned, there's no feature topic this week because we have a new segment that's going to be debuting shortly after this episode goes up. So, I hope you all enjoy our interview with our very first special guest for Chat Ranger. Nice, friendly Chat Ranger.
That's still...
I like it.
You should have just kept it as Chat Ranger.
You can call it Chat Ranger if you like, but it has a formal title.
Meh.
Anyways, thank you, Noble, for joining us. I'm glad we got to make up for you not being on the full podcast last week.
Yeah.
Always glad to be on.
Excellent. And everyone listening/watching, thank you for joining us for another week of the Cast Ranger, the show we live, the show we love. As usual, you can find all of our crazy hijinks at castranger.podbean.com. Please check out our recently established YouTube channel. We are closing in on that 100 subscriber mark, and once we get that, we can get our custom channel name. Please also check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Radio Sentai Castranger, where you can take a look, see what we have to offer, and please consider donating/pledging so we can help make the show better for you. And you get all sorts of sweet, awesome perks, like a sneak peek at who we're interviewing.
Whoop.
And as always, you can check us out on Facebook at Radio Sentai Castranger and tweet at us at Ixie Studios. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye!
And happy Halloween!
Yes, happy Halloween. Mwah.
This episode of Castranger has been brought to you by the glorious donations of our cast patrons, Oliver Nilsson, Joel Maroney, and Chris Laird. Thanks very much.